All right. I'm actually going to be able to do this now. I'm not going to have any distractions. Thank goodness. All right, so I just want to go ahead and talk really quickly about the basic overall program as it stands, and just make sense of everything that you're going to see and try and take any sort of confusion out of it. All right, so the first thing you're going to do when you get your program is you're going to look at it and you're going to become really confused by all the language on there and the jargon and all the terms. Don't worry. With each term or just basic movement, there will be an accompanying video that shows you exactly what to do and the major focus in about like 10 to 20 seconds, or the best that I can find online. That's another thing. I had to curate a majority of them or find them because I just didn't have time to put them all together. But I eventually will have all of them done by me. So just bear with the people that do them. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, right? So you're going to go ahead and you're going to see something on there right away that is a warm-up. You're going to do this warm-up every single time before you work out. And if you notice right here, you scroll up a little bit. If you notice right here, it says, like, for example, the first thing you're going to do is either A1 or B1, right? So it's going to be either Sphinx breathing or 90-90 breathing, right? Just know that Sphinx breathing is kind of the standard, or where you would start with something, and then a 90-90 breathing would be like a progression. And then this kind of just follows suit all the way through the whole program. Each thing at the top, so like it says exercise, and then it would drop down below, right? So either Sphinx breathing or 90-90 breathing. And then right next to it correlates the X amount of reps, breaths, or for the amount of time. So let's say I decided to do A1, which was Sphinx breathing, and I'm going to do that for about 8 deep breaths, right? So that's how many times you're going to do it. And then dropping down below that, let's say I decide to do bent knee snow angels, and I would do that for 10 reps. I'm not going to do both. I'm just going to pick one for the month, and I'm going to stick to it. All right? So that is the basis of the warm-up. And the other purpose really is just to go ahead and prime everything for the type of movements that you're going to do. Sorry about that. Just be aware, too, that I'm going to try and place all this in a PDF so that it's all in one spot as opposed to two. So, all right, let's go ahead and get to a program so you know what the hell you're doing. All right, so right here, I'll scroll this down a little bit if I can, or not. All right, anyway, you're going to basically write down the date and then the day that it correlates with, right? So, like, let's say I started on Monday, day 1. I would write in there where's the dash? Dash 5. Right? And you can obviously write this, with a pen, or you can do it online, but I think it's better to do it in a pen, just so you know. And then let's say my day 2, right? Like the day 2 program that I would write is 2-6, right? So let me go back to that. 2-5, I worked out. Day 1 workout. And day 2, I did on 2-6, right? And this will make sense as we scroll down, right? So let's go ahead and scroll down. So let's say on Monday, I did the workout day 1, right? So day 1 correlates with, maybe not, maybe. It's Michelle's computer, so it's sensitive, kind of like her. Oh, got her. Just with day 1, right? So day 1 workout correlates with day 1 on the program. So if you put the date down under day 1, you're doing day 1 workout. Simple enough, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. So this, again, looks really confusing, but let me go ahead and try and clear up any of that right now, okay? So we have blocks right here, or tables, right? So we have our first table, our second table, and then our third table right here, okay? So the basic layout for this is power, right? Because we're trying to be powerful, just in case like our dog or our kid got stuck underneath a car and we would need to rip it out. strength to go ahead and strengthen everything in block B so that we can go ahead and have joints and muscles that move properly and also build some muscle and look good. And then C, our conditioning, where we try and get our heart rate up. So, with that being said, when we move on after our warm-up, we would move right into the power section. And the same way that you picked one of these workouts, you would pick one of these workouts and then pick that for the month, right? So A1 is the standard, B is the progression. A2 standard, B is progression. A3 standard, B is progression, right? And if we look over here under week 1, we have 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps. So right now, all you're focusing on is power, right? And you're cycling through it 2 sets by however many reps or sets or breaths. All right, so let's say I decide to do a ski jumper, right? I would do 1 set of 8 to 10, then move on to my elevated plank for 1 set of 2 by 20 seconds, right? So that's called a cluster set. And all you're doing is you're going on it for 20 seconds, taking a quick break in between, and then going for 20 seconds again. And then a half kneeling shoulder articulation, 2 by 3 E equals each, right? So that just means each side. All right, so that's a half kneeling shoulder articulation. And then I would cycle back through it again. So I'd cycle back through the second set of 8 to 10 reps. And then the second set of 2 by 20 seconds of an elevated plank. And then the second set of 3 each side of a half kneeling shoulder articulation. And then you would follow that basic understanding throughout, right? So let's say I decided to pick up goblet squat for my strength, right? Because now I'm in section B. And then I would also say I'll pick up push-up. I'm going to go ahead, start with my first set of a goblet squat, do 6 to 8 reps, then move immediately over to my push-up and do 1 set of 10 to 12 reps. Come back to the top, goblet squat, then push-up, goblet squat, then push-up. Basic understanding of it, right? What I also tried to do was I tried to make sure that I laid out a video for each thing so that you kind of understand what is supposed to happen here, so that you know exactly where you're supposed to be moving and doing the movement all together, so that it shouldn't be too confusing. Obviously, if you are confused, that's what I'm here for. And then that conditioning piece, same thing, right? So you would go ahead, pick one of each in each box, do that movement for the amount of sets and reps or time. And then this basic understanding or format follows for day 2 and also day 3. It's based upon a body broken down program, so like it's a body split program, so it should attack everything, and that's basically it. So if you have any questions, obviously please feel free to comment or ask, and I hope this video isn't too long, but I think it'll help you figure out exactly what the hell you're doing. All right, we'll chat soon. Bye.